It's episode 10 of Life's a Garden. Cheers, you motherfuckers. Episode 10, guys. We got double digits now. Which means we've been doing the podcast for 2.5 months. And we're keep going every week. Haven't stopped. And we've been mixing it up with the guests and the solos, and I love it. I like doing both. We're going to keep doing both. I don't know if it's just going to be random. Whatever I feel like doing. And this is the first beer I've had on the podcast in 10 episodes. But we're cheersing. Doing this episode, I'm filming on a Friday night after work, so I wanted to have a cold brew, and wanted to celebrate 10, getting into them double digits. But the reason we're doing it on a Friday, normally I would do it on a Saturday, but damn it, tomorrow I got all kinds of stuff going on. Getting updates on my damn computer while I'm trying to podcast. That don't look good. But it's all good. Yeah, we got that Coors Light, baby. We got a busy day tomorrow. All kinds of stuff. I can't wait. It's going to be a good weekend. But first, let's talk about the week we had. I had a good week this week. I don't know. I kind of felt out of it the last couple weeks. And then, all of a sudden this week, I just felt real good. Got some good hours in at work. Worked hard. But, big update. Got my car back. Finally. So, if you missed a couple weeks ago, I talked about how my car was shitting out on me, and I had to take it to the shop. They had it for like 2 weeks. And then I got it back, and it ran worse than it did when I gave it to them. So I had to have it towed back to them. They had it for another week. Basically been without a car, or was without a car for like a month, which is annoying. I hate having to ask for rides. I also hate doing Ubers because they get expensive, but I really hate asking for rides. It's just when you've had a car for so long and then you're without one, you don't realize how much you use it. But got it back. Didn't pay another dime, which I wasn't gonna, but they fixed whatever was wrong, and it works just fine now, so, hey, can't complain about that, right? I am a happy guy at the moment, back to the No Dents life, and we're gonna keep rolling with the No Dents life, and you know what? Okay, first of all, if you don't know what No Dents is, it's a I can't coin that. That's not me. It's a Crystalia term. And I fucking love Crystalia, dude. I listen to his podcast all the time. And I'm done pretending like I should feel bad about it. I know he got into some hot water. And he doesn't fucking deserve the cancellation stuff that he got. Here's what I gotta say about that. If Cardi B can straight up admit to drugging and robbing guys and still get to make shitty music, but we're gonna cancel Crystalia for like claims that are not even, they're not unfounded claims, but he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong, but he's canceled. But no, let Cardi B continue to make shitty fucking music, even though she straight up admitted to drugging and robbing guys. Wonder what the difference there is. Wonder why Crystalia, straight white male, got canceled, but Cardi B, who is a woman and a minority, but she doesn't get fucking canceled. What an odd coincidence that is. But now they're trying to fucking cancel Brian Callen and goddamn, they're trying to cancel everybody. But that's what happens when there's nothing to do. when there's nothing else going on in the world, you got to start looking into all this other stuff. Start diving deep on people's lives and canceling them. So, no, but the week went good. Had a damn good week. Freaking my teams have been playing. My teams have been playing good, dude. Rockies are number 1 in the NL. Number 2 in the league. Avalanche are the number 2 seed in the West. They just won today, so they're up 2-0 on the Coyotes. Freaking, they're going to hoist that cup this year. And the Nuggets have been playing... Okay, so the Nuggets have been off to a... They've had a rough couple of games. But the coaching strategy is something a question. I don't question the coach, but he's been playing a lot of the bench players, and I think it's a strategy. It's not necessarily... it's just to get these guys extra time because we already were basically going to be the 3rd seed going into the playoffs, which the playoffs start very soon for basketball. The Nuggets will be playing the Jazz in the first round. Let me tell you, if you don't think the Nuggets have a chance at winning the championship, you're a fucking idiot. Because I watched them play the Lakers the other night. They went toe-to-toe with them, and then the entire 4th quarter, we played our bench against their starters for 12 minutes. Just straight up bench for us, and they had all their starters out there. They were swapping their starters out too with like their 6-man and 6th and 7th guys, and we still almost beat them. They had to shoot a 3-point like prayer at the end, and it went in, and they won. So kudos to them for that. But guess what? They barely beat our bench. LeBron and AD and all their starters could barely beat our bench. And those same guys were pretty much playing 12 minutes straight. So if you doubt the Nuggets, you better check again. Because, I'm not guaranteeing a championship, but they're going to be a tough team. And they're going to play strong. We got the Jazz. We swept the Jazz. So my confidence is very high on my teams. And then we just got to wait for football and see if that happens. We know college football's being postponed, so... But, yeah. All my teams are doing good. I feel good about that. And then this weekend, we got the UFC fights, baby. The big ones, too. And I am excited for that. Daniel Cormier versus Stipe Miocic. 3. So it's the rubber match. If you don't know, Cormier beat Stipe for the heavyweight title, and then Stipe beat Cormier to win his title back, and now it's the rubber match. Stipe is the champion. Cormier, I think this, no matter win, lose, or draw, this is Cormier's last fight, and he's going to retire and be a commentator, which he's a very good commentator, very smart. I don't really like him as a fighter. I'm going for Stipe. I've always liked Stipe. And also, I don't think anybody really knocks Stipe, but here's a little about Stipe for those that might be questioning him. He's defended the heavyweight title more times than any other fighter ever. He beat the guy that beat him for the title. And here's the thing that everybody kind of forgets. The dude went 5 rounds with Francis Ngannou, who most people can't go 5 seconds with. He figured out how to beat Francis, which is a huge deal. Like, people kind of forget about that. That was a title defense. And he survived 5 rounds with Francis Ngannou and ended up beating him in decision. So... don't forget that. And then our boy Sugar Sean, Montana boy, he's co-main eventing. This is the first time co-main eventing. Big deal for him. Very excited. He's one of my favorite fighters, and he's an up and coming guy. I think he's gonna be like the next McGregor type. He's just got that personality. He's like a character, I think they can build a lot around him. So Sugar Sean's gonna fight. He's fighting Vera. Marlon Vera, I think is his name. I recognize the guy, but we'll see how that goes. Sean's undefeated, so definitely be rooting for the hometown guy. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We got a lot of fun stuff going on this weekend, man. Fucking. Oh yeah, and had a great practice with the band. We're preparing for a show. August 22nd at the Tap Inn, Billings, Montana. Come check us out. Starts at 5 o'clock. I believe hopefully we're gonna be starting music at 6. It's gonna be a great show, man. We got some great material prepared. The last 2 practices have sounded amazing. We're gonna double up on practice this week so that we're over prepared. I think it's gonna be a good show. I'm really, really excited to perform. So it's been a long time, and it'll be my dad's birthday, so that'll be fun to do all that. Just the energy of the band is so much higher now that we're getting this opportunity to play music, and so I'm stoked about that. It's great to see everybody getting excited about it, and yeah. So I'm super stoked to get to play again. I haven't played a show in a long time. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. And then, dude, I haven't even seen live music in a long time. And then my fucking dad is down in Sturgis right now, which I was planning on going. I would have loved to have been there, but didn't have a car, so I couldn't get down there. And I had to drop $1,700. Didn't make a dent, but did make a dent because that's probably the money I would have spent going down there because it's fucking expensive down there. It's like going to Vegas, man. But he's down there, and they got live concerts, man. He's sending me pictures of Fozzy and Saliva and all these freaking, well, not all these overly badass bands, but fucking live music, dude. I'd love to be there. I don't care who's playing. I haven't seen live music in, God, months. I don't remember the last live show I saw before COVID, or before the shutdown. So, that would have been great. I'm so jealous. I would have loved to be down there. And I would be down there if it wasn't for all this bullshit that came up my way. But it is what it is. And hopefully we'll get to go next year. So, there's a lot of people down there, too. I heard it was 200,000 people. That's a... It's crazy enough trying to get around down there. That's a lot of people. But it would have been a lot of fun. I mean, I'm definitely sad I'm missing that, especially with live music down there. And it looks like they're having a good time. But he'll come back, get to see me play live on his birthday, so that'll be a good time. But yeah. Dude, he's sending me pictures of Fozzy and Chris Jericho on stage, and I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, wish you were here. Yeah, okay. You know I wish I was there. Because, that's like somebody sending a postcard with them laying on the beach, or no, a picture of them laying on the beach in fucking Malibu or some shit, and they're like, wish you were here. It's like, oh, dude, I wish I was there. You don't gotta wish I was there. I fucking wish I was there. And I'm sure you wish I was there too, but I wish I was there. God damn it. God, that beer tastes good. Beer me, motherfucker. Beer me. Weekend. God. Worked hard this week, dude. I'm ready for some beers. We had a good week, and I'm very excited I got my car back. Let's see, what else, man? Tomorrow. So, tomorrow I'm going to go have breakfast, and then we got the Avs playing. Probably post a podcast. And we're going to watch the fights. And then my cousin's in town from Phoenix. And I was just talking about... I was texting my other cousin from Denver. We were just having a big conversation about family and stuff. And And I told him that me and my cousin Aaron, who's in the band, and cousin Ezra, who's down here now, that we all got to go down to Denver and hang out, man. Get all the cousins together. Because, dude, I fucking love my cousins. I love my cousins. I got some badass cousins. And what's cool, too, is, so my sister's side of the family, cousins and, yeah, cousins, all came down this last weekend. So we went and had a barbecue with them, and that's who we're gonna have breakfast with. That's who I'm gonna go have breakfast with tomorrow. Is her cousins. Well, technically they're my cousins too. And I love all those guys too. So got to see them. But then my cousins on my dad's side, from my dad's side of the family, I mean, we're just, I don't know, a lot of guys, so we're a lot tighter, I guess, and I grew up with a lot of those guys. And I've spent a lot of time with them, so definitely a lot closer with a lot of those guys. But man, we're like a fucking TV show, I tell you what. Like, you can make a TV show called The Craigs. Yeah, Aaron, dude. Aaron just moved back here. And that's the other thing. We always have such a good time when we're together, but we're all so spread out now. Like, everyone's spread out everywhere. I got, one of them lives in Phoenix, one of them lives in Denver, one lives in Seattle, one lives up north in Montana. And one of them just lives not too far from here, so. But Aaron was living down in Nevada, and then he moved up here, and we started up the band, and we've been hanging out a lot more lately. And, dude, we all just have such a good time when we're together. I want to get all of us together at once, because I know we have a great time. Always have a good time with all my cousins anytime I'm with them. And, yeah, but Aaron moved down here, and he's the freaking grunge monkey. He's the scrapper of the group. Dude, we've been hanging out a lot lately, actually, and I'm so fucking happy he's living here now, because just getting to hang out, I don't know, like I said, I love hanging out with my cousins, and now that he's here, we can hang out all the time. And, yeah, so pretty sweet on that. And then Ezra, who's coming down here, or who's going to be here this weekend, we get to hang out with him, so the three of us will probably hang out. And talk about No Dents, dude. Ezra's No Dents. I'm like No Dents 25 cents edition. He's fucking No Dents Platinum edition. That motherfucker's doing. He did real good for himself, man. He's got his own business, and he's got a beautiful family. See, that's another thing. A lot of my cousins, we don't have kids. There's only a few of us that have kids. So I don't have a lot of third cousins. But his kids are freaking. Any of the third cousins I have are all badasses, and they're all awesome too. And it's like the generations are just getting better and better. Like, we're getting more solid. So my dad's brothers and stuff, they're all, I mean, I love them all, but they all had their shit. They had some rough times. And then there's us, and we're all fucking straight shooters. We might not be, top of the totem, but we're definitely not bottom of the totem, so we do a lot better. We're all straight shooters. I love all of them. I trust them all. But that third generation, man, all those third cousins, those guys are going to be fucking solid as motherfuckers. Probably gonna be a bunch of pussies too, though. But that's okay, as long as they're solid. Now Ezra, is Ezra the cousin that named his son Dakota? Dakota Craig? Yeah. Is that okay? Yeah. I mean, he's got a badass name, so it's all good. Now, does part of me think maybe he forgot he had a cousin named Dakota? Kinda. He tries to say that he named him not after me, but he wanted to name his kid Dakota, and he knew that I was a badass, so that was okay. But I think maybe part of him kind of forgot. But it's all good, because Dakota's a cool kid, and Dakota's a badass name. But is there 2 Dakota Craigs in our family? Yes. Now, is that okay? Yes. It's all good. Fucking other cousins. Let's see. His brother, Forrest, he's the one who lives real close to here. Dude likes to fish. And both him and Ezra are a couple of fucking rednecks. But they're both straight shooter motherfuckers. And then we got cousin Kate, who's literally crazy. She's like the quintessential crazy cat lady, but she's fucking awesome. She's okay. I'll tell you something about Katie. She's always been supportive of my bands. She's supportive, like she'll share all my shit, my fucking band stuff, my podcasts. She's like the only cousin that not only that, she's one of the only family members that really like shares almost everything of mine and is super supportive of all my projects. So I love her for that. And she's crazy as a motherfucker in like the best of ways. Yeah, dude, we lived with her for a while. Like she housed us for a while. Like that's so awesome that she did that. I've always appreciated that. Like, god damn, I forget sometimes like how crazy childhood was. Like we house jumped. Like we were living with people, and if that was me now, like I don't even know how I dealt with that. But as a kid, you don't think about it. So fucking big props to you, Kate, man. I love you. I appreciate you. You did a lot for us as kids. So that never goes unnoticed. Like I'll always remember that. Kate's got a big heart, and she's a great fucking baker. She makes the best cookies, dude. I wanted to make her. She's the one who lives in Seattle. I need her to make me some fucking weed brownies, man. Aaron said he got some of those. Hell yeah, I need some of that. And then we got her brother, fucking cousin Gabriel, who's literally a cartoon character. Like, he's a living cartoon character. Fucking wears the same shit every day. Not the same stuff, but like his closet is like a cartoon character's closet where it's just the same shit. So he's always wearing like the same style of stuff every single time for fucking 20 years he's been doing that. He's got fucking piercings. He's a comic book nerd. He literally is a character in a comic book. That's what he is. But he's probably one of the funniest dudes I've ever met, not just related to. He's one of the funniest guys I've ever known. I think he should be a stand-up comedian, dude. Like, he's that funny and that witty. He's got that, like, charisma. And, yeah, dude, he's solid. Like, we're all solid. All of us second-gen cousins, we're all solid. And, yeah, no, he's the one I was texting with and who we're going to go. I would have been down there this year, but all this stuff going on. So once the world gets straight, we'll have to all get together for sure. And we got cousin Ellie, who's living up north. She's got a couple of kids, and that's a cool clan right there. I haven't seen her in a long time. I need to go see them too. I gotta see everybody. I want to get everyone together, man. My brother and my sister too. We'll all get together, and we'll raise some hell, dude. That's the problem. If we all lived in the same town, I'd be probably broke from going out all the time because we'd be hanging out all the time, probably. Especially the ones of us that don't have kids. Yeah. But I guess Ezra's kids are getting older, so, and then Forrest too. Man. Yeah, I fucking love my cousins, dude. Both sides of the family. But I fucking... all my cousins, man. And if I didn't name you... no disrespect. I just don't... you know me. I got shitty memory, so... yeah, man. So I'm stoked to hang out with my cousin. To all my cousins. So yeah. Cheers to family. Cheers to all my cousins. And I'm gonna get, you know, a lot of family. I haven't gotten any family members on the podcast yet, so that's coming soon. Can't wait to get some of that. Tell some crazy family stories. Jeez, there's plenty of those. Damn. See what else. Damn, I'm running through this one fast, man. I didn't mean to. Yeah. Okay, so last week on the podcast, I was talking about how I haven't had anything to watch lately, but I decided I'm gonna watch every single Disney animated Disney movie, every single one of them, even the sequels. And I'm gonna watch all the ones I've already seen, except maybe the ones I've seen like in the last 6 months. Because I watched Onward not long ago. That was a really good movie. That Onward actually kind of reminded me of like me and my brother's dynamic, kind of. So that was a really kind of emotional movie, but it was a really good movie. And we're both total nerds, so it worked out. You know, it's like all that fairy tale stuff. Then I watched Inside Out for the first time. I'm trying to watch like movies I've never seen before, but I just won't invest my time into like a 3-hour movie. So like that's why Disney movies I decided, because they're only like an hour and a half long. That's like perfect amount of time for a movie. So that's what I've been kind of watching, some of these Disney movies. Inside Out was a pretty good movie. It reminded me of like Osmosis Jones, kind of. Osmosis Jones is a freaking awesome movie. Underrated. So that's kind of what Inside Out reminded me of. But good movie. And then I watched one of the most underrated Disney movies that I haven't seen this movie in 20 years. And watched it. Oliver and Company, dude. That is a great movie. So I watched that. It was a freaking awesome movie. Like I don't know. Just watch it. It's kind of slow starting, but man, once it gets going, that's another thing I noticed, man. So okay, watch Oliver and Company, and then I was like, okay, let's start from like alphabetical, because that's how Disney has them arranged, and I'll be able to keep track of it. So I started with 101 Dalmatians. The first half hour of that movie doesn't need to be a half hour. It could be 10 minutes tops. It's so boring. I fell asleep. And then, okay, so I fell asleep. I watched like the first half hour, fell asleep, and then I watched like the last half hour. So I missed a half hour in between. Guess what? Didn't need to see the middle. I got the point. I'm sure there's some cool stuff in the middle, but I wasn't going to go back and watch it. And it's not a bad movie. Like, at first, I was like, dude, this movie sucks. It made me fall asleep. But the ending is great. Like, the whole end, the whole, like, last half hour of that movie is great. And then I didn't watch 101 Dalmatians 2, because maybe eventually. I'm kind of skipping around now. Because then there was like Bug's Life and a Goofy movie, and I've seen both those movies like a ton of times. And I love a Goofy movie. A Goofy movie is probably my top 5. Best soundtrack in any Disney movie, by the way. Goofy movie. Powerline. But yeah, so what else? Okay, so then I watched the Aristocats because I was like, I haven't seen this movie maybe once ever. And I just watched a movie about dogs, so let's watch a movie about cats, right? Same thing. First half hour, so boring. Fell asleep. Woke up, watched the last half hour. Great. The last half hour was awesome. Didn't even need the middle. I'm sure there's some decent stuff in the middle, but the last half hour was awesome. Not awesome. I mean, it wasn't amazing. It was good. Okay, it was good. And yeah, I mean, some of these older movies, man, cut some of it out. Doesn't need to be there. Or make it more interesting, how about? Like, okay, so I've never seen, like, Aladdin 2 or 3 or Mulan 2 or any of those, like, the only one I've seen is, like, Lion King 2, which is actually really good. And I've heard they're good, but I'm just not as interested. So I'm gonna check those out, see how those are. I have not seen Cars 2 or 3. I haven't seen Toy Story 3 or 4. There's a lot of Pixar movies I haven't seen, so check those out. That's what I'm going to start watching, is these Disney movies. Now, let me tell you, the most underrated Disney movie of all time. So Oliver & Company made me like realize the most, some underrated Disney movies. That's definitely one of them now that I've seen it. But the most underrated, because, and it's one of my favorite movies, probably rounds out my top 5. Top 5 all-time Disney movies for me are Aladdin, Lion King, Hercules, Goofy movie, and The Black Cauldron. Love The Black Cauldron. It's not like it's not amazing because it is like an older one. So there's a lot of stuff in the story that is unnecessary or kind of doesn't make sense, and it kind of just like goes from one thing to the next, and there's no in between that there should be, kind of thing. Kind of like how old stories are sometimes. But there's no boring parts. And let me tell you, when I was a kid watching that movie, scared the piss out of me. There's some like dark ass images in that. Like, if you don't know the movie, check it out. It's amazing. It's dark as hell. And like, even when I watch it today, I get like a residual like fear or anxiety, even though it's not scary to me now. But because I was so scared of it as a kid, I still feel that when certain things happen in that movie. But it's an amazing movie. It's a great storyline. It's a great movie. Okay, and you know what's funny? I thought about my top 5 like that. And here's the thing. I never understood why I was so like attached to those movies. The 5 I mentioned. Well, all 5 have male leads. So therefore I'm easily more relatable, like it's more relatable to me because it's a male lead. Where most, a lot of Disney movies are like the princess movies with Cinderella, Mulan, things like that. But with those movies, it's a male lead. And so therefore I relate better, and I figured out, okay, this is why I love these movies as much. And they're not all, there's definitely more popular movies than those, like Frozen and stuff. I've never seen Frozen. So I'll probably have to watch that. Dude, and I got... Okay, you want to talk about good animated movies, too? Let's take Disney out of the equation. I'm looking at my shelf over here. I got all my non-Disney movies. All the good ones. Don Bluth. Don Bluth has an amazing... You know, he's got some of the best animated movies out there. And these aren't DreamWorks either. Not DreamWorks, not Disney. Don Bluth, okay, that's All Dogs Go to Heaven. He did American Tail, The Lion King, or not The Lion King, The Land Before Time, the original Land Before Time, just the first one. And I think that's all I have from him, but he's got some other ones too. And he's got some dark stuff too. You want to talk about sad-ass movies? Watch Land Before Time 1, okay? That is easily the saddest kids movie there is. I don't cry at movies very much. Anytime I watch that movie, still get choked up. Because, okay, first of all, his mom dies. Spoiler alert, it's a fucking old movie. It's been out since, like, I was born. So, if you haven't seen it, you had 25 years to watch it. So his mom dies. And there's this, you know, super sad scene where, you know, it's raining and they're backing out, and she says, I'll always be with you in your heart. And then, you know, you could tell she dies because she stops talking, and then he's like crying and stuff. It's fucking sad, dude. And okay, so then, if that wasn't bad enough, he sees a shadow on the wall, thinks it's his mom, fucking dumbass, but no, he thinks it's his mom, runs up to it, realizes it's his shadow, and then he's sad again, and then he, like, goes to, like, he meets back up with Sarah, who's another dinosaur, and she's like, fuck you, dude, like, I don't need you, I'm on my own, like, I'm gonna go on my own. And then he, like, walks away with his head down, and the narrator literally says, and that's when Littlefoot knew that he was alone. Like, really driving the point home, guy. Duh. Like, it's already sad enough, and then, like, just sad scene after sad scene, and then the narrator literally says, then he knew he was alone. Sad movie, but also very good movie. The Land Before Time series is one of my childhood, like, strongholds. But anyway, back to the non-Disney movies. Some more I see. Balto, great movie. Don't know who did that. Fern Gully, fucking great movie. And here's a movie. Okay, Pagemaster. Pagemaster is a great movie. Dude, when you see the casting in Pagemaster, you're like, what? Christopher Lloyd, Whoopi Goldberg, Patrick Stewart. Like, I don't even know who did that one, honestly. I don't know. I think it's just a 20th Century Fox. And then, okay. Here's a movie no one ever, knows. The Pebble and the Penguin. So, I remember going to the video store. That was, one of my go-to movies to get, was The Pebble and the Penguin. Don't know why. Don't even know how, I came to find it or see it or anything. But it's just such a good movie, man. If you get the chance to buy it or rent it or check it out, dude, great kids movie. That's also got some, I think, Jim Belushi, and then Tim Curry's the villain, and Tim Curry's the villain in Fern Gully. Also, just so happens, both those movies, two of the best villain songs in all of animated. Okay, Iron Giant. How about that for an awesome non-Disney uh, animated movie. One of the most underrated movies of all time. Frickin' Vin Diesel, if you didn't know, is the Iron Giant's voice. And he literally has like a few lines, and it's like, rock, tree. I could have been the Iron Giant. Also, says one of the saddest lines in the whole movie at the end. Superman. But those are all really, really good movies. I got a whole bunch of them over there. Yeah. Yeah, so those are some of my favorite non-Disney animated movies. And some of my favorite Disney movies. Yeah. Where are we at? Still got a little time to kill. Let's see. What should we talk about? Because that was all I had. What else is going on? Talked some sports. We talked some family. Talked about how my dad was being a dick and sending me pictures of live music, which he knows I miss. Talked about movies. Here, let me take a look at my list here. I got a list on my phone, too. Yes. Topics, eh? Oh, okay, here's a good one. Okay, so, as I said before, we're living the no dents life, right? And so, let me, I told you, no dents doesn't belong to me. I just love saying it. I like the mentality. Let me explain to you what the no dents life is, okay? No dents is when you finally reach that point where you have enough money that you can kind of say fuck it and get and do the things you want to do and like not worry that you're not going to have money for bills and shit. Okay? That's no dents. And you're consistently, not just you have that money, but you're consistently pulling in enough money that you're going to maintain that and you're going to stay at that level. So you can still, have fuck off money, still pay your bills, and still like basically break even after all that. That's no dents. Because you're not putting any dents in your bank account. Okay? That's the no dents life. I love living the no dents life. Because, you know what? Here, I'm going to get a little serious on you. I'm going to get a little heavy on you, okay? Because I was thinking about this the other night. I always think really like heavy shit when I drink. And I kind of got choked up a little bit the other night when I guess this wasn't the other night because I was driving my car. So this would have been like over a month ago, obviously, because I didn't have a car for a month. But yeah, I was driving, just got done at the bar, and I wasn't drunk, So I wasn't drunk, but I had been drinking, and I felt I had a good buzz going, and I was gonna go get some food, either Taco Bell or probably Taco Bell, and great late night food, by the way. So I'm driving, and I had $5 in my wallet. That's all I had, and I was like, this will buy me whatever I want for the night at Taco Bell. And for some reason, man, that made me think just how, I remember a time in my life when $5 meant everything. Like, $5 was a big deal. I remember my grandma, she had $5. That was gas in the tank. And $5 could feed me, my brother, and my sister, and maybe my grandma. Like, we'd all get a $1 sandwich at McDonald's or some shit. And I just remember thinking, how lucky I am to have been able to work to make my life better than that. You know, and it was nobody's fault. Like that we were in the way we were. Or at least I don't blame anybody. Like shit happens, you know. And so, but like I said earlier, man, we were literally sleeping on people's couches. And I'm thankful for anybody who did that for us. And in the mind of a child, you don't think about like the stresses that are on, you know, your guardian or your parents or whoever. But when you grow up, man, I don't know how I would have dealt with that. I have no idea. I have a hard enough time, you know, spending the money I did on my car. Like that stressed me out. That was nothing, because I still was able to provide for myself, and I had money, you know. I don't know how I would have dealt with, you know, being an adult and having to, you know, take care of 3 kids and where $5 just meant everything. You know, you get $5, you get $20, and that's a big deal. Like, I look at $20 now, and it doesn't like register to me how like big that is for some people, and we were those people at one point. And fucking my grandma, dude, I don't know how she did it, because I would have not been able to handle that as well as a lot of people. Maybe she did. I don't even know how she really handled it. Maybe she did handle it bad, but I wouldn't have known, because she definitely kept that from us. So, cheers to my grandma. That's for damn sure. But no, I just remember driving and having that $5, and I don't know why. I don't know why it even struck me, but I just remember thinking like, damn, there was a time in my life when this $5 like just meant way more than it does to me now. And I think it's good to be humbled like that, you know. I appreciate everything I've done, and I've never like take for granted my job, or, you know, the money I make and my ability to whatever I've done to save, and all, you know, not just that, but anything that's been given to me, or anything I've like earned or inherited, things that weren't even of my control. I take none of that for granted. But yeah, so I'm just happy I can live the no dents life now, you know what I mean? But no, okay, so another thing that I decided, this was a while ago, I decided I'm done buying generic brand shit, right? Like, I'm going to buy fucking brand shit, because now I can. Like, I want to be able to give myself good shit, right? And so recently, I made the decision, I'm not shopping at Walmart no more. I'm going to shop at Target, right? Target's always been considered like that, like upper class Walmart, right? But let me tell you, I've always hated Target, because every single time I've ever gone to Target for something, they've never have what I want. Okay? Like, anytime I go in there for like one thing, they never have what I want. And so I decided, okay, there was a couple things I needed. I needed some, you know, things I would have normally gone to Walmart for. Now, let me tell you something about Walmart, okay? I actually love Walmart. I love, like, what it is, and, like, that I can get all my shit there. And, like, I've never not found something at Walmart that I needed. In fact, half the time, I leave with stuff I don't need from Walmart. Here's the difference. Here's the thing I hate about Walmart. I hate that no matter what, if I'm going in for one thing, it always takes me an hour. But above and beyond anything else, I hate literally everybody in there. Whether you're shopping or you work there, you might be great. You might be great outside of there. But when you're there in that environment, oh, dude, the rage I feel for everybody. I can't stand Walmart people. I can't stand looking at anybody. Even if, like I said, even if you like are a 10 of a person and you walk in there, you immediately in my eyes become a 4. Because you're just there. Like, it's not because of you. You didn't do anything. It's just because you're there. And like when you're around all those people, you start like, I don't know. I can't explain it. I fucking hate everyone there. So I can't stand going there. But it was always the best place to go. It was always cheaper, blah, blah, blah. Went to Target to get some stuff. Now, does Target have as much variety? No. So did I have to settle for some things? Yeah. Did they have my socks? Of course not. Because like I said, they always don't have something that I wanted. Now, when I got up to the register, paid for all my stuff, it was a lot more than I would have paid at Walmart. But we're living the no dents life. Still, I like saving money. I like being able to get what I want when I want it. And I like having variety. Therefore, still shopping at Walmart, baby. Not gonna like it, but I'm still shopping there. And I might do a little both. I might try them both out. I might test the water, go a little here, go a little there. Especially when I fucking can't. Dude, I can't stand shopping. Like, I used to like shopping. I fucking hate it now. I'll try and just do shopping once a month if I can. I fucking hate it. But yeah, so long story short, shopping at Walmart now. Still. Good old fucking Target. That is the ritzy ass fucking Walmart. It is not cheap. Spent $20 on the only sunglasses they had were $20. Don't get me wrong, I like a quality pair of sunglasses, but I could have got a pair at Walmart for like $5. And these are just beat up sunglasses. I'm not getting like Oakley's. So, look. No dents, man. Living the no dents life. Keep living that no dents life. And pretty soon I'll be getting a new car and then I'll have lots of dents. Just kidding. Still going to live that no dents life. Alright, man. I think that pretty much does it. I think we did it all. We said it all. Go check out the show. August 22nd. Tap in. Come see us play live. We got to fucking grow this thing, man. I keep saying it every week. Keep growing it. But I haven't seen much growth. So I'm calling on you guys. Need some help. Like, share, subscribe, rate, and review. Audio ones, rate and review. Video ones, like, share, subscribe. Spread this thing, man. We got to get this thing growing. Because if you're not growing, you're dying. And we ain't dying anytime soon. We're keeping this going. So, yeah. Thank you again for watching. Appreciate it as always. Gonna have a hell of a weekend. And cheers to all of you for making it to 10. Let's make it another 10, huh? Let's just keep going till we don't stop. That doesn't make sense. Let's just keep going. Hey, have a good weekend. Have a good week. Until next week. Life's a garden. Dig it.